This is 2K Sports. Broadcasting from the Motor City as the Pistons take it to the hardwood at Little Caesars Arena. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Here we go. Portland right now in the middle of a road trip. And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. Pass to Maxey. Rebounded by the Pistons. And you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duren drawing comparisons now to young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defense and rebound.
And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. It's stolen by Duren. Here's Allen. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Maxey deciding where to go with it. Pass to Azania. Duren brings the double team. Inside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
Shots good by Duren.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Azania's shot is off. Thompson right side. Pass to Cunningham. Duren a screen. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. Second chance shot. Porzingis with the rebound.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right and you still get a bad result.
On the wing, Thompson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Hits it from three-point range. For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. It's a 5-point game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Porzingis with the steal. Finished off by Hazonia.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And since their scrappy play last season, Coach, the Blazers extending the contract of head coach Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, great decision, as well as a renewed contract with the front office. Times have passed, their seats have grown high, but nice to see that commitment to what they're building.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Kevin, back over to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. 1:44 left to play in the first quarter. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Doesn't take much for Maxey to find a lane to the rim.
Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Harris. Thompson outside. Just 5 to shoot. All sorts of time. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
I mean, that's the shot to take. He just couldn't get it to go.
Nice read by Maxey. Sees it, hits it, done.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Basketball. Substitution for your Pistons.
And 1:01 left in the first. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Detroit.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Eibel with the ball. He's picked up by Jenkins. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Superb concentration by Porzingis. Good at staying under control and pushing through the contact.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Maxey. Off on the layup.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
LeVert with a wide open look. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Stolen by LeVert. Over Hazonia. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pistons lead. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
And over the course of his career, Tobias Harris has shown a willingness to embrace various roles.
Well, look, Kevin, Tobias Harris is not only a highly skilled player, but he is a team-oriented, win-first, veteran guy, totally unselfish, and will just figure out a way that he needs to help any team he's on get to where they want to go. Look, with a guy like Grant, you've got someone who can defend all 5 positions on the court. Guys like that don't come along every day.
Stolen by Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's Gillespie missing. Pistons leading by 8. To the inside. And Cunningham with the slam.
Well, that's what you want from Cunningham. Use your size, attack the rim.
Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here's Sharp. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Allen. Thompson with it. Now defended by Grant. Here's Duran. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Duran's got the lead up to 10 now for Detroit.
Yeah, look at Duran playing outside himself a little. We don't really see him scoring from that range often.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Thompson inside. 4 on the clock. And Duran slams it in.
Physical play by Duran at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
And the Pistons combining veteran shooting stand with their young core. And it's been a winning recipe.
Yeah, they've given Cade Cunningham room to operate, along with Jalen Duran and Sar Thompson. So much athleticism to attack that newfound space.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
Back to Thompson. Pass to Holland. Cunningham right side. And Duran slams it in.
How much power from Jalen Duran. Goodness.
And Sharp has it in the corner. Grant outside. And here's Sharp. 8 points for him. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Sharp's got 10 points in the quarter.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
Count that one. And the Pistons lead by 10.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Stolen by Thompson. 4-on-3 break. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Thompson's got 8.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. So for the Trailblazers, trailed by 12. Now here's Maxey. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Now here's Thompson. Throws it up high. Stewart misses.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting out a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Pass to Jenkins. Harris inside. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. In the corner, it's Robinson. Harris, right side. Over Hazonia. Here's Stewart. Out to Harris. Intercepted. Pass to Porzingis. LeVert grabs the miss. And so LeVert will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Harris, no good.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Outside, Maxey. Back to Porzingis. Takes the 3. That one doesn't go.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. Nice pass here to set that basket up.
And Duncan Robinson, one of the more efficient three-point marksman coach in this league.
Yeah, look, Kevin, Duncan Robinson built his game around his three-point shooting, and the threat of the three has drawn more defensive attention, and Duncan Robinson has learned to make plays for other people based on the defense that he sees a much improved all-around basketball.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Maxey. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You look at the Pistons stand, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
It's Duran, top of the key. And stolen by Maxey. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tony Allen. That is his first foul of the game. It's stolen by Allen. And a wide open look for Cunningham. And he's good on the 3-ball. Cunningham's got 7 points.
Well, as a defense, you have to expect Cunningham to take those. He's not shy at the arc.
The defense.
Oh, the power on that. Prudent.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
And Sharp has it in the corner. And slams it down right on top of Jalen Duran.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trail Blazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players just around them. Back to you.
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And he drives in, and then Sharp with the dunk.
Well, when Sharp is on, he is on. You see why the team is so excited about his future.
That's a 2 from Cunningham. And the shot goes in. 9 points in the game so far.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Strong finish by Randall. He's really worked on his upper body over his career.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. That one misses for Randall. Pistons lead by 18. Robinson for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Robinson's got his second bucket of the night. And there's the drive. And then Sharp with the dunk.
We'd heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
And stolen by Sharp for the finish. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Pass to Stewart. 4 seconds left. And he banks in the layup. Stewart's got his first 2 points of the night.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change. But your style has to be fitted to your personnel.
Trailblazers trailed by 17. To the middle. Here's Williams. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
The kick out to Cunningham. Duran a screen. And Cade Cunningham good for three.
Well, you try to stay connected to Cunningham, but he finds a way.
Pass to Sharp. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Williams. Nice move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, Williams is a selective shooter, but when he gets it inside like this, he looks to capitalize.
And stolen by Williams. Here's Sharp, finding the lane, and then Sharp with the dunk.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, right to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And now, Allie Laforce has something for us from the sideline.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. And it was a frustrated huddle. Coaches and players were angry about the turnovers. Players trying to hold each other accountable. They're fed up with sloppy play. Let's see how they respond. Guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Cunningham gets the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 16.
Dare I say he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
And well, Maxey is a dead-eye sniper from beyond the arc. The D has to chase him off that line.
Duran up top. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. 16 points here for Jalen Duran. Here's Maxey. Fires the three. Cunningham pulls it down.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
Screen by Porzingis. Duran pulls it down. Detroit leading by 16. Bucket.
Well, when he's on, we can really see the talent that made Thompson a top 5 pick.
Maxey with it. Picked up by Harris. Got a hand on it. Thompson. The shot misses.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Outside, Maxey. Outside, Porzingis. Up again. Oh, sticks the putback.
Oh, quick work by Maxey to reel in the board and put that one back
up. Thompson in the post. 1:24 left to play here in the fourth. Duran. Another chance. Porzingis pulls it down. Trailblazers trailed by 16.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Pistons.
They simply ran them off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Asar Thompson.
Well, he was so active defensively, anticipating, grabbing steals, one of the most
And they double up Maxey. From deep. And down goes the three.
A solid facilitator. I like whenever Maxey looks to get his guys involved.
Thompson fires. Misses the three.
It's just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that'll...
ain't putting that bigger. But don't get twisted. Even though that I rap, I'm still trying to trade in towns like New York Knicks did. Still gonna put on big bits, and I still got no love for the piglets. And you know that I come from talks that the way that I rock is a little bit different. And there's no point trying to blend in, cause it looks like I play for the Detroit Pistons. But from a kid I've been chasing a bag, man, picked up a box in the alley like Liston. I've been like Leon Edwards, done Eastman back when he so-called got him. Now the front of the whip need fixing, cause he had a gonna take them. Then the